Ready? Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys.
Brought to you by HobbyLink Japan, and this is episode 177.
77 Syd.
That's right, and I'm calling this the gold episode.
Gold.
Gold, as you can see, we've got our gold guys here.
C3POs.
And I've got a gold guy right here.
Sorry.
Now, this came in today, but something else also came in today, which is
Something
kind of related to what
freaking
we're going to
awesome.
talk about. So, Ryan, why don't you go ahead and show everybody the Snowspeeder first?
So here we have the Snowspeeder.
Yeah.
It is the modified Incom T47 Airspeeder.
Yeah, I feel
1/48 scale.
I feel like I'm knowledgeable when it comes to Star Wars, but I still didn't know that because I didn't pay attention to that kind of thing. I was 5, 6.
One of my favorite, actually, the snow planet. What was it called again?
Hoth.
Hoth. I mean, that was an awesome planet.
Yeah,
that kind of battle scene at the end when they're all trying to get out. Even though the Snowspeeder doesn't seem to be able to do much damage.
Yeah.
But it has a tow cable.
Hey, that's important. You know, I don't know what they would be towing around the ice planet, but it came in handy, didn't it?
But not the second guy who died.
Yeah, well.
He got toasted in the back.
That's right.
But I'm very excited to build this, and as per usual with Bandai, you get your order slides as well as your stickers.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm finding the stickers really good.
Yeah, well, their stickers are always really good in their Gundam kits, so they just moved that over to their Star Wars. And in some ways, the stickers are actually better than the water slides.
Easier.
Because of the cut.
Sure. But this is going to be a very straightforward build. It's just two very big pieces.
Oh, that's cool.
So I think I will have this done by next week.
Maybe.
I'm very excited. I always like my quick builds. And actually, I must say, that's one of the great things about these Bandai kits is that you don't have to spend a ton of time on it.
Yeah.
Jesus, you get good results.
And for us impatient little kids.
Yeah, for you know, lazy Ryan. You actually do get 2 figures here.
Yeah.
So one in the front, one in the back. Actually, you can paint them up like Syd did.
You can. Yeah, I showed you how to do that last time.
Yeah, the orange jump jackets.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you get your base.
Yeah.
Your Hoth base.
Just spray some with some white primer and make it snowy.
Yes. And yeah, that's just, I guess, the canopy.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So, and of course your laser beams.
Yeah.
Because it just ain't Star Wars without laser beams.
Are those just beam saber handle? Beam sabers? No.
So there we go.
Nice.
I should maybe have this done by next week.
Star Wars Snowspeeder.
But Syd.
Yeah.
You got gold.
I got gold. I got gold. This guy right here. I'm going to move him out of the way. And I'm going to talk about this gold guy, the Hyakushiki 2.0, which we showed at the Shizuoka Hobby Show. Now I have it in my hands. And I'm going to open this up and show everybody. It's like Pulp Fiction where you go like this and your whole face glows.
We're going to compare gold.
Yeah. It's like Pulp Fiction. Okay, so here I go. Open up the box. What do I expect to see? Well, I expect to see some gold, but that's not what I'm seeing first of all. I am seeing the manual on the back. There he is, his completed form. He's going to look pretty shiny. And I do love the artwork. I think the artwork is great. You can look in here, and this is our first kind of shot of just kind of how that frame works. They've got half of it off, half of it on. You know, I'm excited to actually start building this and experience this for myself because this is a 2.0, and I love the 2.0 kits. And I have to admit that I have not yet built the original Hyakushiki kit. So now, oh look, empty bags. Ha 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 ha. Well, that's because I already opened this up, and I know exactly what is in here. So let's start with the A runner. This is going to be all the blue parts, like that's it, right? And we have this part as well, and that must be for the rifle, and then some of the silver parts in here. Now, looking at here, this might be hard because these are clear parts. You are given different parts for the eyes. When they did the promo material, they said that they're giving you 3 different parts that you can swap in and out for the eyes, depending on what kind of look you want to give it. That's going to be a gun. Remember, this is that new plastic, right? So we have joints and shoulders. Here are the 2 runners of the red parts, and this incorporates all the parts that will be red on the kit. So you do have the feet parts, and then the tubing here, and it looks like stuff for the rifles or whatnot. And there's even 2 little figures here, right? But because they give you 2 E runners, you're actually getting 4 figures. So that's kind of a first. You know, they're doubling up on their figures. That's kind of cool. I might try to paint one. We'll see how it goes. This is the polycap runner. These are the only polycaps you use. I don't know how this differs from the original Hyakushiki. But if anybody who has built the original and is building the 2.0, you can look at the PC runner and let me know how different it is. More joints now. We got some larger leg parts in here, of course. And they said that this guy is going to be really articulate, and part of that is due to the leg design. So most of that is going to be found on this runner. So I won't know, of course, until I start building. And I'm kind of teasing you because I'm going through all the dull, dark parts first, right? Here's the B runner. We got the skirts in here and the backpack, and of course, you know.
Stop teasing.
Yeah, okay. Everybody wants to see the gold. Okay, well, there's more bags. I kept them in here to protect the gold. Here's the F runner. And there you go.
Oh,
now,
that is very nice.
it is nice, and
like
it's
a matte
shiny.
gold.
I think at the Gunpla Expo when it was very dark, but then they had other lights shining on it. You didn't really get an appreciation for kind of the finish on the gold. It's much easier for me to see anyway. Now looking at it like this.
I think the camera doesn't do it justice. It is a very nice gold.
It's a really nice gold, and it's not plated in what we saw with, here's C-3PO. That's Meki plated. It is what it is. You have to be very careful. One thing somebody mentioned a couple episodes, a long time ago, when we showed the HG Delta Gundam, which is all gold plated. They said, "Oh, it's gold plated, but what if I want to paint it?" And we said, "Well, you're kind of out of luck. You're trying to paint on top of a Meki is difficult." Well, maybe Bandai took that into consideration when they were doing the gold parts. Here's another G runner. Here's the G runner. When they were doing the gold parts for the 2.0, because this doesn't look to be plated. Like, I think if you were to want to paint on here, you would be able to do so quite easily. Like, it does look like they sprayed that kind of clear orange on top, but it's not like a Meki type. I think you would be able to paint on this without too much problem. So if you want to change the color on your Hyakushiki 2.0, I don't think you would encounter the same difficulties you would on, that original one. And of course we get some stickers in here. Lots of markings, almost version Ka style on that one. And turn it over here and you can see you've got your 3 eyes, depending on which one you want to put it on there. And then the kanji markings, which will go on the shoulders, and I think the shield as well. So there you go. There is the gold. Look at that gold. Look at that. Hyakushiki 2.0. I'm going to slap this guy together, and I'm going to see just how shiny it is. And then I'm going to try and sell it to some unsuspecting person for like 4 times what it's worth. All right, so there you go.
I'm blind.
Gold. Yeah, I know. My eyes hurt already.
Yeah, I
like
know.
bling, bling. Put it on a chain and wear it around my neck. So I know you want to talk about Star Wars. I do too, because I've got my C-3PO here. But I also want to talk about something that came as a little bit of a surprise to me.
Yes.
When I put this together. I've got the Chars Zaku here. Can I go ahead and show
Yeah,
everybody?
please.
Okay. All right, here we go. This is the first kit from Origin. They released the ZHG, the Chars Zaku. And it's the first one I built, even though I kind of had the gun tank in my hand and I wanted to build that. But, I can't resist the Zakus. There's a few differences I need to point out because, I've built the Shin Matsunaga Zaku II that came out not so long ago as an HG, a newer HG, same with the Black Tri-Stars. So when I got this, I thought I'd be doing kind of the same thing, like, Johnny Ridden. But there's actually quite a lot of differences in here. One thing that needs to be pointed out, and I'm probably going to have to pop off the arms to do so. This is the big difference, how the kit even starts. Yeah, we do have these polycaps, like most HGs, where your arm will connect, and they do move, right? So your arms your shoulders can kind of fold forward. Well, actually, in here, this part here, the back, pull this off, sorry. This part here actually has a post inside of it that fits into the back armor here. It's really hard to describe this, I'm sorry. Try not to make too big a mess, but you put this piece into this main piece of the back here, and basically that's how it's secured, meaning it will actually move as well. So you don't just get this articulation from the polycap moving, you actually get the whole shoulder assembly opening and closing. And I thought that was really cool because he's going to be holding big weapons. You need those arms to be able to meet at the front. So that was really good. There's lots of great panel lines on here. I used the panel line marker, brought them all out. When you go to do this posing, these frame parts tend to expand in the skirts so you can get his legs open fairly far. And one thing I need to do, I'm actually going to take off that. You can see how that ball joint there's actually got a big space that it will fit into. So it will move around depending on how you move that leg. But also you need that because when I pull this leg off, you see this, the post here, it's similar to an MG in that it's made to move back and forth. Like when we would assemble the skirts for master grades, they will move back and forth, and you can get this kind of more spread legs for like when you want to kneel your kit down and stuff. And this is the first time that I have seen this effect incorporated into an HG build. So that means that you can get some really great poses with Mr. Chars Zaku here. Let me just put him back together really quickly. Now I'm going to talk about the weapons. So for weapons, yeah, I do get a heat hawk, and I did have it in his hand. But they do give you an extra heat hawk with a little plastic part there. So if I want to, I can actually mount it in there. Same goes for the other side. So I can have 2 heat hawks or just mount the one there. These here are extra ammo for your bazooka. Here's your bazooka. This part does come out, but they do also come off, and I've got the sticker on under there. You can see the sticker. Very nice. It's like that new type of sticker that works really, really well. And you can see that I've put stickers all over this guy, all in the back here. And after I was finished, I was kind of surprised because looking at the sticker sheet, look at all these markings that are still on there. Now, these are meant for the bottom of the legs. If you've built like a Zaku II 2.0 and you've actually had to apply the stickers, you will recognize them. But the manual doesn't state that you need to put them on. So I think you can go for 2 looks. Like you can make your Chars Zaku, you know, how we're used to seeing it, or you can make it the anime version, which we've got here. And a couple extra things I'll talk about, since I'm talking about extra stickers. You're giving it an extra head part, the very top of the head. You can see there's no commander fin on there. There's no explanation in the manual for that, but it makes me think that when we're going to be seeing more Zaku from the origin anime, it will come just these kind of runners molded in green, and the same with these front armor parts. You'll swap those out if you're building a different Zaku. Bazooka, of course, it's big, but we're all used to seeing these Zaku bazookas, so I don't need to talk about them, so I can actually mount it on the back here and get it out of the way and talk about that next thing I want to talk about. So come on there, Mr. Bazooka. There you go. Now the next thing I want to talk about is this monster gun. Look at this thing. Look at the muzzle brake on that thing.
Yeah, that's a nice gun.
It's huge. So now I'll move these things. You plug them in here like so, but it's so big. Oh, it's so big. Well, they do give you an extra hand, and it's in the open position. So I can swap out that hand, and I can have him hold that guy. So there you go. You don't have to worry. This guy, he can handle that big gun. I mean, it's Char, right? He should be able to handle this, no problem.
And it is space. I mean, there is.
Yeah, it's also that whole non-gravity
could be even
thing.
bigger.
But I gotta say, like, I was very, very pleasantly surprised when building the Chars Zaku and just how different it was. When you think, oh, I could just be building the same Zaku again, just in Char's origin colors or whatever. They actually gave me a new kit to assemble, and I was really excited to do that. And I think it looks awesome. All right, there you go. Reach for the sky, he says. When C-3PO has problems getting his arms up.
Yeah,
poor guy. So let me move this guy over here because we together have to talk about our C-3POs now. You've got your C-3PO next to your R2, and I've got my C-3PO next to your C-3PO. And what's the difference? Well, dun 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 dun.
You see, C-3PO is so weak, even little freaking rodents can take him out.
Oh, Salacious Crumb isn't a rodent. Look at the size of that thing. It's like a giant rat or something. It's pretty awesome. So, why don't you go first, Ryan, and talk about your guy and just, you know,
my experience.
What your experience with Mr. Gold?
What blows me away actually is just how gold it is. Like it's just like the movie. Some other things we've seen just don't have this sheen.
Yeah.
But he looks spectacular, and once again, actually physically building the C-3PO, I'm still blown away by, you know, the designers. And it's so funny because I'm sure with the new movies that they will design robots that make sense. But this guy doesn't make any sense, which makes him so awesome. Yeah. It's like you can't move his arms, you can't move his legs, you can see all the cables, but he's freaking awesome.
He's like prototype. Anakin built him when he was like 5 years old.
Now we'll get like really robots that make sense, and I don't want that.
One thing we need to draw people's attention to, because you've got yours and I've got mine, and they're the same kit. However, they look quite different.
Yes.
Is we need to talk about like the differences in the kits. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we got Ryan's C-3PO on this side and my C-3PO on this side. Now, while I've got a different face and a different chest, it's not like this is the only option, or sorry, the only thing I could build. I actually got extra parts for this now. Originally, I had built mine like Ryan's, but I decided to swap some parts for this episode. And what I did is actually, it's not this restraining bolt you see right there. What you do is you take off this whole panel. You pop that off, and then you put on this one that Ryan's got on here, and then you have, you know, that.
Okay, so you don't stick on a restraining bolt.
Well, this restraining bolt is a small part that will stick on, but as you can see, it won't fit on here.
Yeah.
That tiny little bump. There's no way it fits on here. There's actual peg in there, so you have to swap this whole part to do the restraining bolt. And with the eye here, this eye down at the bottom is not the same eye that yours has. This right eye. What you do is you pop off the whole head, and you then pop off the right eye, and then you attach this head with this part here, and this is a third eye that comes, and then you put a sticker on that. You'll have 3 eye stickers, and you drop it on there. So it's actually a different part, because the one here connects in the middle, so it's a totally different shape. You can't use it outside of the head. So there you go. It is pretty cool. It still snaps on the same as part, so it's not wiggling around. Although if you want to, you can kind of pull it off, I think.
Don't.
Oh, C-3PO now! And then he, you know, flops around a little bit. It's kind of funny. There you go. Got a periscope. Up periscope.
That'll be his upgrade in the new movies.
It is pretty cool. Okay, another thing I need to point out now. Ryan, you can see when he built his arm right here, he built using these parts which are meant to move, so his arm will bend. This arm will bend, like so, and this one as well.
Sorry, I kind of messed up.
Oh, don't worry. Be very, very careful when you're cutting these parts. These are not plated like the rest of the kit, so they are somewhat fragile compared
Actually, and it was confusing. I thought it was the
yeah,
runner.
you thought it was the part that had to be cut off, right? Yeah.
So be super careful.
I made that mistake as well. But you can see that you do get a little bit of bend.
Yep.
But this part actually bends in here as well. So I don't know like how much movement you'll get before maybe you stress that
yeah,
on.
I wouldn't.
You have to be very, very careful.
Yeah.
This is kind of...
Yeah, he can't do much wrist action. Something will break.
I'm going to turn this guy around. Oh, one thing. Look at my elbow here.
Sorry, elbow action.
Elbow action. Dig those elbows. This is a plated part. It won't bend. It won't move at all. So if you do try to move this, you might actually snap this part. So be careful. If you want bendable arms, then you're going to have to go with that kind of lame gold that Bandai provides. Now we're going to flip this around here. You can see we got some differences here. Now Ryan has not put the back panel on. I put mine on. But he left this out. You can see this clear part. Now remember, you know, C-3PO was freaking out in Empire Strikes Back and Chewie kept shutting him down. Well, this is how you do it.
I thought Leia just switched off the back of his neck.
Oh yeah, maybe Leia gave him the Vulcan death grip or something like that.
But you're right, Chewie was messing with his back.
Yeah, poor 3PO.
Yeah.
Looking here at the bottom of the knee here, you're given you're given options, 2 of them. You can build it using the plated part, as Ryan did here, or you can build it putting a sticker on a black part, which is what I chose to do. And while I'm here, I'll point out this little part here. This is a single part. It's not molded onto the rest of the leg. Like, you actually have to put this on here, as well as tiny parts here that look like screws. Don't lose those. They're very small. I'll talk about them after, I'm sure. These parts on the top of the neck here, swinging them back around, these are separate parts as well. Now, when you want to swap this plate, you know, to get the restraining bolt on, you actually have to pull these off, these tiny things off, and then put them on the next plate. I haven't bothered to do that because they're too small, and I will be swapping back soon enough. But keep in mind that when you're pulling these out, they do feel a little bit fragile, although they are plated. So, and another thing you can check out from both sides is the coolest part of the kit, as far as I'm concerned, is all the innards. C-3PO's innards.
That's a sticker, but also plastic runners, which is really cool.
It is cool. So the front and the back are molded differently. They are contoured on the mold, and the sticker, you can see where they've got the wires in there. They actually match the contour of the plastic, how it was molded. So you can actually line them up and actually have that kind of depth, a little bit kind of 3D. It's not just all pushed down and flat. And then this plastic part, this gold here, is actually put on in front of that. Same with the back, right there. It's actually pretty cool. It took me longer than I expected to build this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
When I was done, like I was so kind of amazed at how good it is.
Yeah, no.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, just for people who don't know, this is actually a 12 scale Bandai kit.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
It is available.
It's hard to tell, though. I mean.
It is available on our website.
Yeah.
You know, grab them. I mean, if
Yeah.
you build any of the others, you have to have them. I mean, the Stormtrooper's awesome as well.
Stormtrooper's awesome. The Darth Vader was really
Yeah.
fun, but the cape kind of, you know, because it's plastic and not cloth, kind of a little bit okay.
But Syd and I did mention though that actually working with this very shiny gold,
Yeah.
plated gold,
Yeah.
it's really hard.
Yeah, and especially these really small parts, like in here on the side of the head, in here on the side of the torso, this part on the knee here, and the parts on the chest. Like they're so small, and you're like trying to see where to put them, but everything's gold. So there's that depth. You're having a hard time viewing that depth.
And I dropped a few pieces on the floor, and I was like, oh damn it!
You'll never find.
So I
them
went
again.
hunting, but of course I'm at the dinner table.
Okay.
No one's at the table, but when I go underneath, I have a 2-year-old daughter. I'm finding rice, I'm finding this, I'm finding that. Nothing that fits in my C3PO.
Just starts sticking out.
I'm just trying to jam rice in there. But anyway, very awesome. I think
awesome.
Syd and I recommend this.
You know, one thing that I kind of was a little not surprised by, I guess I could use the word disappointed, was that it seemed not too sturdy. But then I remember, like, when you watch the movies, does C-3PO ever seem sturdy to you? It's like he's like a strong wind away from toppling over. He's always like trudging. And you know, Anthony Daniels in that suit, he can't really move his arms or bend his legs.
There is a base where you can actually put him on and that
there.
stuff. But yeah, he's
That's good.
look, this isn't the Revoltech one where you can't do super crazy yoga C-3PO.
Yeah.
This is full real.
It's more accurate.
Yeah, he's like.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
And the finish is like. You
It
actually
looks like
don't need to.
C-3PO.
Normally, I like to dirty my stuff up, but looking at this, I'm like, "What? This is how you meant to look."
This is C-3PO in his prime right here.
Yeah, he's at his prime.
That's right.
Before he was totally trashed by.
That's right. Stormtroopers, I gotta tell the others. So, yeah.
The
I'm
prequels really did him wrong, but anyway.
You know, I've got him kind of messed up already here, but I'll probably return him to his original state because I like that better. But let me move him off here because I think we got some comments to read.
Oh yes, we do. I gotta get him.
Let me hold up your C3PO. Oh, I see he's doing good. Good job there.
He's got
buddy.
a friend. Lean on your friend.
You got a friend of me.
Okay. First, Skizzy Summer.
Okay.
The MG Red Warrior was a big Shizuoka surprise.
Yes, it was.
Everybody, including me, was expecting an MG G-Self or MG Try/Build Burning Gundam. Next week is going to be blingy with the MG Hyakushiki, so put on your sunglasses. Oh, that's what I need.
That's right.
Ryan, learn to ignore spoilers, you must. I'm screwed. Spoilers. There will be a lightsaber duel in the next movie. Okay.
That's quite possible.
Well, we'll see. It is Disney.
Yeah. It's like,
They might not like swords. Swords, they're real pointy.
that's right. They'll be replaced with flashlights,
I know.
Steven Spielberg E.T. style. Yeah. Red Warrior was a bit of a surprise, but then again, the amount of love that character in the anime, that mobile suit has, you know, I think Bandai kind of had to do it sooner or later, and they decided to do it now. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to see like an MG build burning or try building Gundam or a G-Self. Like Bandai is usually pretty good about having their main suits come out in MG form, but we just don't know what the future holds yet. But I think if they decide to do the try/build burning in one package, it would be quite a cool kit. So.
George Palilio, I think. Hey, Syd and Ryan. This is my very first comment, but I've been following your videos on YouTube. I also watched your old videos and tutorials, and I'm amazed on how far your program has come.
Me too.
Yeah, 4 years almost. Watching your videos also inspired me to build Gunplas back in December 2014, and I've been building ever since. So thanks, and more power to you guys. Cheers, George. Thank you very much.
That's right. He started building December 2014, which is only like 6 months ago. So he's relatively newbie, but then again, he's watched our videos, so maybe he's got some confidence to go forward and build these things. I'm curious though, is it Jorge?
Is it Jorge or
maybe?
George?
I'm wondering, like, you know, he started building December 2014. Like, what's your first kit? What did you try? At that time when you took the plunge, what did you decide on? Let me know.
What kit inspired you?
Oh, that's another question.
What did Syd do to inspire you?
Did something
Inspire
wrong?
you to
He's like, I can do
greatness.
it better myself.
But yeah, thanks. We always forget that we don't often see our original videos, but when you do, you just realize that
We were raw back then.
We
weren't quite sure where we were
Well,
going.
it was, YouTube was young.
Yes,
everyone was
yes.
free. Cats still ruled. They
Yeah,
still rule
that's
today.
right. There was no such thing as porn and 18 plus science and yeah.
Andrew, that's the guy's name. I've just recently gotten into Gunpla and I'm really glad I found you guys. It's been a great way for me to learn more about the hobby as well as make informed decisions on what I should build next. I'm currently thinking about the RX-78 2 3.0. Great show, guys. Glad I subscribed.
All right, Andrew, if you're currently thinking about the 3.0, oh, thanks for your comment, by the way. If you're currently thinking about the 3.0, I say go for it. Come on, don't you love the 3.0?
It's the best ever. I don't know why they haven't made another one.
There's some speculation because, you know, I showed the Char Origin Zaku, and maybe if they're going to make the Char Origin Zaku in MG form, maybe they'll make that the 3.0 instead of just going with the old one.
I don't know. I don't have much faith because I think the 3.0 was maybe 2 years ago.
It was a couple Augusts ago.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, if they haven't made another one by now, come on, Bandai.
They got a lot on their plate. That's what I'm thinking. I think now would be the time to do it, though, with like that Origin, Char's Origin, anime now in full swing, as you say, in the theater. Like, now's the time to introduce Chars Zaku again, and why not do it with 3.0? You know, even though they have to.
I think 3.0s could be as big as RG. I wish they would give it that kind of attention.
Well, there's only so much plastic going around.
Next,
so many plastic machines.
Mazda Animal. Mazdan, whatever. Loving the videos. Long-time Gundam fan, but just recently getting into Gunpla. Once I get my model skills improved, HGs, I plan on building the 00 Riser.
All right, well, I guess you could think it's some kind of step up to go from, say, HGs to the RG 00 Riser. I think he's talking about here. But don't feel like daunted. Like, no, don't be scared. You know, get in there and try it. Like, if you really want to build an RG, like, don't think that you have to practice on HGs. Like, go ahead, pick one up, give it a try.
Yeah, when I started out, I just went straight to the hard stuff. Because you know what? It's cooler.
I always say, like, build the mobile suit that you're interested in.
Yeah,
you know? Like, if you're interested in something, and if it comes as an HG, build the HG. But if it comes as a PG, maybe you spring for the PG. Like, then you'll get to build that thing that you love. Yeah?
And look, talking about skilled builders, you should check out the
Which one?
Wow, the one Lance is doing.
Oh yeah, the F14 Tomcat.
Yeah.
Fine molds.
That is like that's not super hard, but it is glue.
Yeah.
It gives you a pretty good idea of how the rest of the modeling world is.
True, and Lance is very, very skilled and knowledgeable when it comes to models and that plane in particular. But at the same time, like, he is able to, like, he's whipping through it, right? And when you realize that, oh, it's not so difficult, like when you were working on the Falcon or that Hasegawa Raptor jet, or I built that Aventador Gundam car, like, once you get in there, like, usually you find a way to get it done. Like,
and it's very satisfying.
Yeah.
The hardest stuff is really satisfying.
Exactly. You feel proud of yourself when you accomplish it.
Next, Real Rebel S. I'm getting it all wrong today. Okay, look at this. Sorry. Okay, look at all that spam. I like the Plumber show and the Bandai booth. Star Wars models are great, and the Gunpla was great. Unlike Syd, I do not like the Reconquista designs, but Anime Expo and Comic Con, even D23 in August, I will be at. I can't wait to meet you guys.
All right.
But bring the girls with you too. Sorry.
There's only so many plane tickets to go around.
Yeah. Got to work yourself up.
That's right.
Ryan, you will love America.
Yeah,
I'm sure I will.
You know, somebody asked me because
our tickets are booked today.
Our tickets, yeah, we booked our tickets already. I'm going to be there on that day.
Yes,
I have to give you the itinerary.
We will post all the details where our booths are. We'll put up banners. Syd will be building.
I will be building. When we get there, though, I'm making a detour to the 7-Eleven to get a Slurpee. Like, that's already decided. And if you have not had a Slurpee, then I'm taking you with me, and we're gonna have some Slurpees. You know, we're gonna pig out. And last time I went to North America for a couple of weeks, I gained like 3 kilograms. That's not gonna happen this time. It's probably gonna be like 5.
I want steak.
That's right. So I'm gonna do a lot of walking around that event hall to keep the calories down.
Yeah, so please come to LA.
Yeah.
Come say hi. Really, don't be shy.
Yeah.
We'd really love to meet you. That's the first time we're going to be somewhere together outside of Japan.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
I met, like, we go to the Gunpla Expos, Shizuoka Hobby Shows, and we do meet people who have seen us on the show.
Yeah.
But it's still like only 1 or 2, you know, because they have to come to Japan from wherever they are, and then they meet us at these events. Now we're going to you. You know, we're going to LA. It's a pretty big place, I hear. So, you know, why not make a trip out there if you're close by? Come on in, drop by the booth, and say hi. We'll shake your hands, take some pictures.
Scott will be there as well at sometimes.
Yeah, we'll be popping in and out. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited. Ryan and Syd do America. Justin Vokes. Do you guys think that there will be MG denial? I really hope so. I just started building Gunpla in March and already have 3 MGs and another on the way.
MG denial would be awesome. And those effect parts would be huge. I don't know if that's something we'll see soon. You know, they've got so many kits they can make from Build Fighters. Build Fighters try that it could be that some of people's favorites just don't make it in MG form. You know, time will tell. But you know, this guy's already built 3 MGs. Maybe you don't need an MG denial right now. Like maybe you have to get those 3 other way and whatever backlogs. He's another one on the way. He says it's like an expected parent.
Oh, MGs are cool.
I got 3 kids, another on the way. 3 MGs. Yeah. Is it my turn?
Hey.
All right. Here's the prize that we're giving away. Everybody's very surprised and giddy like schoolgirls and squealing. And we had 459 comments. Yeah, so somebody's going to get this. I'm not sending it in this box because I'm not paying that amount of money. But everything in this box will be put into a smaller box and sent off to the winner. So, very careful.
Don't drop it.
Very careful. Remember, as is, no refunds or exchanges.
Yeah. There is small print.
But I take care of my stuff usually. All right. So, like I said, we had 459 comments. The winner is number 311. And it goes to a guy by the name of simply PM. Post Meridian? I don't know what that means. I don't know. PM. But he writes, love your show and I love to win the kit. Oh,
sweet.
It's that easy.
There's another meaning for PM.
Yes, I know. But I'm in a good mood today. So anyway, Mr. PM, I hope you're in a good mood now too.
Yeah.
Because you've won this big prize. I will be emailing you and asking you for your full name and address. Oh, and country. I might as well bring this up. Like I say in an email usually to people, like, give me your full name and address. And I'm about 50% hit rate. People will give me a name and then I'll have to ask, you know, more clarification on the address they give me. But one thing I noticed is that many times when the winner is from America, they don't include the country they're in.
Yeah.
And because I'm Canadian and like I can look at that and know exactly where it is. But like if I was like, I don't know, somewhere in Europe or somewhere didn't speak English in Africa, and I saw that address, I wouldn't have any idea.
It's like Tasmania's in Australia. They think
right.
Tasmania's a country.
So anyway,
sorry.
That's just a slight little hint out there to everybody who wins. If you're in America and I do contact you, just to make it easier for me, just make sure you put the United States or America in the address as well when I contact you.
You can put it twice.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm a pretty smart guy. I can figure things out. So, I have another kit to give out.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not as big as the one we just gave out. I'm going to keep my paper here again so I don't lose it. But it is pretty cool. We showed this some time ago. Oh, wait. That's part of it.
You get a...
You get a stand. People need those things, all right?
Yeah.
No.
They're very valuable.
This is what goes on that stand. Remember this one from the original Build Fighters? The Build Strike? Here it is. This is a mobile suit I haven't heard much of since Build Fighters Tri started and everybody started drooling all over the Tri burning. But we have one of these and I'm going to give it away on this episode. So Ryan, tell them how to be eligible to win this prize.
Yes, you need to go to episode 177 on our blog, hobbylink.tv.
Yeah.
Leave your comment there and you stand a very good chance of winning. And yeah, you can post on YouTube and stuff, but to win and be eligible for the competition, HobbyLink TV blog post, please. Yeah. There you go. He's hiding. He's trying to hide. It's very nice. Got to be a little more subdued. It's a pretty cool kit. You know, I built the Strike RM and the Strike Rouge Ogotori, those new kits. So when this came out, maybe I wasn't so excited because I was building a lot of the same parts. But now that I picked this up again after some time away, like, yeah, I think he looks really, really cool. Looks good. Especially that backpack. That backpack's awesome, yeah. So that's cool. So somebody will win this, and that's kind of all I've got to show this episode. Ryan, is there anything else you need to say? Just my usual spiel. You know, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Reddit. What else? We have a blog, HobbyLink TV. Yeah. We have fantastic groups. Yes. Q&A group
strong.
is really good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, please, leave any questions, comments. We'll try
If
and get
you
hold of
are going to be at the LA Anime Expo, please let us know. Yeah. Some people already
Some people
commented.
have let us know.
But I want to kind of have an idea.
Yeah.
Kind of scan those comments like, oh, who am I going to meet? Who am I going to see?
You can see Syd live building.
Live. We won't be. We'll be filming at the show to try and show everybody kind of what LA Anime Expo is about, because a lot of people are not in America and they might not know too much about it. So when we get back and
we'll do a
edit
Gunpla
that video,
TV episode there for sure.
We'll have like footage from there, but I don't think we're going to be doing any streaming or anything because we're just going to be too busy.
Yeah, we might not be set up for that either.
Yeah, so we're still trying to discuss how to go about it, but we will be there. We'll be building Plamo. We'll be selling Plamo.
Yeah, we'll be actually selling Plamo. So maybe
get your gun kits
from me direct.
If I'm at the booth,
just to remind everyone, we're sponsored by HLJ.com. So please buy your plastic from us.
Buy this thing. It's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this thing.
It's awesome.
And everything here on the table.
Yeah.
Bye. Okay, Syd.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm down with that. Okay, so next week I hope to have this guy put together so everybody can see him, and we'll talk about how Bandai is doing this gold. And then going forward, we have, I think, the RE100 is coming out next month.
Yes.
And so on. So as those things arrive, we'll be showing them on the show. I hope everybody gets to watch them.
And I'll be talking about this.
Yes, of course. And our X-Wings will make an appearance again as we truck along with those. So lots of stuff for people to see. We're going to be introducing some new stuff as well. So look forward to that. We'll see you later.
See you guys. Sweet.